YouTube? Anton Yami here with a deck profile of Soulfire. This is a very fun, cool deck. I no longer have interest in the deck anymore, so I will be looking for a new deck. For those who know what deck I'm going to build up next, that's kudos for you, but I won't reveal it if I haven't already told people what deck I'm building. So if you feel like you guys know who might know what deck I'm building, let them know. But for right now, it's going to be a secret. So this was a fun run with this deck, and I'm going to tell you at the end of the video the reasons why I do not no longer play this deck anymore. But it was fun, and I do extremely love this deck for what it is and how much work I put into it. So let's go ahead and start with the deck profile. So hope you guys can see it right here. Double Lonefire. Obviously double Lonefire. One Spore, one Dandelion, double Seed, and for the big protectors, Titanium and Tribune. For the rank 3 Earth monsters, we got triple Mathematician. Obviously, the best normal summon in the deck besides Lonefire and Soul Charge. It gets your plants in the graveyard as fast as possible. Basically, the Lonefire or Dandelion. Jump forward, special summon before you summon the Mathematician. You can combo off into Malaya Trees. But you only play one of him because he's less convenient, because he's only good basically every game. Spell Strikers, obviously you play 3 of those. Easier to get into your Malaya Trees. One Crane, you play one because he is a normal summon. He's good late game, and you don't want to draw him too early, obviously, so he's one. So really powerful card in the deck. One Redox, and then we have triple Maxi. That rounds it up for the monsters. For the spells, obviously we play triple Soul Charge because that's the main purpose of the deck. You want to get to this card as fast as possible. Uh-oh, I lost focus. Triple Upstart. Obviously you want to get to your deck as fast as possible. There's also a great synergy with the Spell Strikers. Double Reinforcements of the army. Obviously it's really good with bringing out the Spell Strikers and or the jump forward, and helps with consistency of the deck, and also great for banish. It's a free summon for a Spell Striker. Double MST because of the Vanity Emptiness, the main deck Vanity Emptiness. I played one of the what's it called, Super Soul Nutrient, basically because I cut it down to, at first I played it at 3, and I noticed that once I resolve one, the other 2 become really insignificant, and I don't want to draw them. And it's not that, like, it's not that popular, or you only need it when you draw it. But after, if you don't ever see it, you can play around it. But it's only great for the Dandelion tokens when you summon Mathematician, play this. But I mean, obviously, it's not really that. It's really good to get out the Lonefire. But I stick with one. I like one because you only need the one, and you only need it when you see it. Not really necessarily, oh, I wish I had it. You know, one Foolish Barrier and one Book of Moon are the one-ofs for spells. For traps, I play double Finish Wind Blast, obviously because the meta calls for this card over Raigeki Break, and it's a chainable card. And it also helps me get rid of brick cards like sometimes Dandelion, to discard them from my hand, or the Tribune or Titanium or the Redox could be a good target for it. Double Vanity's Emptiness. This is one of the best traps in the game, obviously. I feel like it's going to go to 1 in the next format because it's really powerful. You can set up on auto win field and flip that, and your opponent can't really do anything. For the one-ofs, I play one Bottomless, one Breakthrough Skill, and one Compose. Obviously, meta calls. Breakthrough Skill is for the should all match up and Compose because a lot of decks go into extra deck now because the monsters are really small with powerful effects. Alright, we're going to main deck. Main decks. Extra deck. We got double Malaya Trees. And we have a Miquette Engineer, one Formula Synchron, one Teaching High Barbarian, one Beast, one Scarlet Warrior, one Armades, one Goyo, one Barkion, one Black Rose, one Scrap Dragon, one Shooting Star, and then we have a Leo, and then we have a Quasar. That wraps it up for the extra deck. For the side deck, I play 1 Grand Mole, 1 Thunder King, 2 Majesty's Fiend, best card in my favorite card in the side deck. It won me so many games, just its effect alone. For the spells, 1, the 3rd MST, double Lance, and a Forbidden Chalice. 2 Lights and 2 Shadow Prison Mirrors, obviously for the Dark and Light matchups. 1 Stingent Dirge, obviously is a blowout card for the 3 most popular decks in the format. It shuts them down. Well, I'm sorry, not 3, because it doesn't affect Shaddolls and all. Let me rewrite that. Any deck that relies on going into like strictly rank 3s or rank 4s, like Burning Abyss, Stellar Knights, Gyrias, Fernies, etc., blows them out pretty easily. And then ended it up under a Floodgate card, which is Soul Drain. Basically shuts down all graveyard effects, so Mermails, Sylvans, Shaddolls, Burning Abyss, cards like that. So it's a really good card for that. Alright. And that's the whole deck. And the reason why I'm giving up this deck, for multiple reasons, it is a fun deck, and I am also known for playing like really cool plant decks or whatever. And I've been playing this deck for a while and I have really great success with it. And this weekend is the big decider. Like, I really don't want to play this deck anymore. Friday at locals, I don't know what place I came in, but I was X2. But I ended up still topping for whatever reason. I guess because my tiebreakers were good. So I went X2 then. 5 rounds, so 3-2. And then Bottom City, I went 3-2 again for the same exact reasons as any other reasons why I lose, because the deck is super inconsistent. It's very fun, it's very powerful, and once it goes off, it's really hard to stop once it gets get the right plays. But the deck itself it's hard to get over like simple stuff. Like if somebody does something like a Thunder King or whatever, like the deck has to do so much to get over that, and it can't really generate advantage as fast as other decks does. And again, like I said, it's inconsistent, so it's really hard to get the first turn Quasar. It's harder than what people think it is, because you can end up playing like oh you got Longfire Soul Charge, but if you have Longfire Soul Charge, I don't know how often. I mean, I think let's say out of the 2 days, I opened this card up twice going first. The first time I went Quasar and it was nice, whatever. The second time, I got Max Seed, so it was game 2, so obviously he started Max Seeds against me. And I think the times before that I opened this, I ended up opening it with cards like Spore, which ruins your combo, or Dandelion. So that will ruin your combo too. So you open up this and open up one of these 2 cards, you can't even go into Quasar. Unless I missed it, but I don't see a way you can go Quasar with these 2 cards in your hand, because you need them for the summon of Longfire. So another weird thing about that. But it's really cool because the deck has like really like simple, like this plus Reinforcements of the Army and Soul Charge is like, that's Beast Quasar, and it's only a 3-card combo, but it's hard to see it because this is at 2, this is at 3, this is at 3. But the fact that if you start off first and you only have 3 cards and it's really hard to, draw through your deck first turn, makes plays like this really hard. And then you gotta watch out for your opponent's DV Crow, Maxis, and Veilers. So it's just too much for too little. And Quasar is not even that broken. Like, you can like open up with, let's see, you can easily bait it out with obviously with a breakthrough skill. So if you play a breakthrough skill and it's in your graveyard, you can just let's say you make a 1-on-1. You play 1-on-1, Quasar negates, and you can chain breakthrough skill, and Quasar is dead. And I can't generate Shooting Star out of that. So after all that work, I lost Quasar, and that usually means that you have advantage unless I have a second Soul Charge or something busted. But so obviously I'm going to put this deck down for a little bit. I don't know if I might still have it for fun. I don't know. Most likely I might get rid of it, because if the ban lists say that this goes to 1, it's best to go ahead and get rid of it now. Especially the deck I'm playing in the future do not require to play more than 1, because I am planning on playing it at 1 in my next deck. So obviously that means I'm not playing Sylvans, whatever. So alright, well that's the end of my deck profile. Thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.